And we're live. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Natalia Carrasco, Head of Community Growth and Marketing here at One Degree. And I'm with Aziza Salaco,
Hi.
our Community Growth and Marketing intern for this summer. We're very excited to have you here. Welcome, everyone. A very special welcome to all of our community from Los Angeles County, our new county in the One Degree family. We're very excited to expand our coverage and to serve you in every way we can to empower you to build paths out of poverty for yourself and for your communities. So thank you so much for being here. Today, we're going to talk about three things. I'm going to tell a quick introduction into One Degree. I'm going to show you all the features that we have to enhance and empower your work. And then we're going to talk about a couple of use cases of how organizations are already using this to equip their staff with the best tools out there. All right, so just a couple of housekeeping items. At any point, if you think of any questions, please use the chat tool on the right of your screen, or you can also join the conversation on Twitter using hashtag #OneDegreeLive. We're going to be monitoring those throughout. So if you think of any questions, just send it along, and then we'll address them all at the end. And yeah, that's it. Also, this is my email, just in case if you want to email questions, I'll be okay too. And also so you have it for later for collaborations. All right, so let's get started. Don't forget, ask any questions. I'm going to switch now so you can see my screen. And so you won't see me for a little bit, but welcome everyone. Go share screen. Present to everyone. Here we go. All right. Welcome everyone again. So today I'm going to be, like I was saying, tell you a little bit more about One Degree. So our mission is to empower people to build paths out of poverty for themselves and for their communities. So all of you wonderful non-profit professionals out there, the second part is where you come in, because we want to give you the best tools possible to empower you to help your community build those paths. The way that we're going about it is that we have created one place for people to access resources for anyone, anywhere, anytime. So that means that we've built an online platform where anyone can find the help that they need, because we believe everyone's just 1 degree away from the help that they need, and we want to bridge that gap. When our website, for example, a victim of domestic violence can come in and find a place to stay tonight, a place to get a free legal aid to get a restraining order, job training, daycare, and even an outfit for an interview, all in one place, and know in advance if this is organizations that are going to meet her requirements and expectations. Very important for you to know is that we are a nonprofit. We're not a vendor. We're a community partner. So all the services all of the services and tools that I'm going to be talking to you about today are completely free, and that is thanks to our generous supporters. Like, first and foremost, the LA County Department of Health Services that has allowed us to come to Los Angeles and extend our coverage from our native San Francisco Bay Area to now cover all of LA County. We're also supported by the Nye Foundation, the Kresge Foundation, Stuckey Foundation, Tipping Point Community Foundation, and others. So super quickly, we've started in the Bay Area 5 years. Now we have helped over 225,000 people access resources, including over 10,000 active members. So one topic I wanted to touch super quickly is that you can trust the information that is on One Degree. And the reason that you can do it is because we have empowered the true community experts, like Francisco here in the presentation, who works at Edgewood of Families United here in San Francisco. He's a go-to person to ask about any family resources in the Bayview neighborhood here in San Francisco. So if there's something that is missing or there's something that is wrong on One Degree, Francisco's not empowered to flag, edit, and add any information on One Degree. So we have a team of 15 people that live and breathe our database and are updating it and growing it and verifying information there. But in addition, we have our entire community, people like Francisco and other nonprofit professionals that can tell us if anything needs to be verified, If you see anything on One Degree that is incorrect, you can flag it and our team will verify it and correct it within 48 hours. You can also tell us if we're missing any information and edit and add information yourself. Before anything goes live on our site, our team will verify it so you know the information out here is trustworthy. All right, so now I'm going to switch and I'm going to actually show you the tool in action. And I would love to invite you to, as I do this, I would love to invite you to start brainstorming of how can you use these tools in your daily work? How can you empower your staff and how can you help your patients find the help that they need? So brainstorm about that as I show you the tool. All right, so you can access One Degree from any internet-connected device. That means any laptop, computer, tablet, phone, and if you access it from a mobile phone or from a tablet, the platform is completely optimized so that it will look perfect, so you don't have to see very little icons on a phone. So right, coming here, you can go to onedegree.org/LA to start from Los Angeles, or you could have simply put your zip code right here. Before I start showing you all of the features, I'm going to talk to you about 3 terms that you're going to hear me say a lot in the presentation. And they represent the way that we present the data on One Degree. The 3 are opportunities, organizations, and collections. The way that we do things differently in One Degree is that we don't give you a list of organizations that you can visit and then have you spend 10 minutes reading about each organization to figure out what they can do for you. We have flipped things around and we present to you first what we call opportunities, which are programs or services offered by different social service agencies or healthcare agencies or nonprofit organizations. So I'm going to give you an example. If I search for food, I'm going to be presented with a list of opportunities, which are the programs or services I was telling you about. So get a hot meal, find a food pantry, get affordable groceries. So it's very straightforward what I can get. I didn't have to spend any time figuring it out. So this is an opportunity. Get a hot meal. I can click on it and then I get more information. The second item that I have an organization. The organization is pretty straightforward. Is the institution, the nonprofit organization or social service agency that offers that opportunity. So in this case, the organization is Los Angeles Food Not Bombs. And then the third concept is collections. The collections are made by you, by our community, and you can visualize them as virtual folders or virtual resource binders where you keep and save your favorite information. So you never have to start from a search from scratch. So, and we're going to talk about collections a little bit more in a second, but a collection would look right here on the left. I can see my collections. I have built a collections about support groups, and it will look like this. It's everything that I saved when I've been looking for a support group. Every time I see something that I want to find later, I put it into my collection called a variety of support groups, and here they are. So this is a collection. You can visualize this as a virtual folder. So again, those were the 3 ways that we present or split or organize our data. You have opportunities, you have organizations, and you have collections. Now I'm going to show you the most important thing, how to search for community resources. We have 3 different ways to do it. One is by keyword, which is what you first saw. You have just a keyword, food, you put the city or the zip code or even the county that you want to look around, and then you click search. That was pretty straightforward. But there's 2 other ways in which that we have built to help you guide your search. The first one is what we call a visual search. So you come here to the left in this panel, and it says new search. You click there, and you're going to see super quickly at a glance all our different categories of services. Everything from health, from housing, employment, and so on. So I'm going to take the example of food because I may think, I need food, but there's different ways. I may think that the only way to get free food is to have a food pantry, find a food pantry. which is going to be around here in groceries, but there's also food delivery and prepared meals. There's resources around nutrition. So this is a great way to discover other types of services. So we help you navigate this and just show you the options. For example, if I'm looking for groceries, you can get food stamps, so kind of like money to get groceries, or you can get free groceries directly in a food pantry. Or I can say, you know what, show me everything, and I click on see all. And now the third way to search and discover resources is by coming right here to the top where it says browse resource. You can click there and super quickly see at a glance all the categories and subcategories that they're available to me. So as you can see, you can that way discover a bunch of different options that maybe you didn't even know were a possibility. So this is how you search, 3 different ways. Now I'm going to show you how to narrow down your results. Let's go back to our example with food. I click food near LA. There are 319 different opportunities. I can zoom in this map and look into areas relevant to me. And each time I move the map, Wondery is going to readjust the search right here to the left to show me the results from the area that I'm showing on the map. So now I've narrowed down to this area, and I see there's 261 opportunities. I don't want to go through them all. So I'm going to use the filter feature right here to the right. So I can filter and my results, for example, by language. If I'm helping a patient that speaks only Spanish, for example, I can click here on more. Actually, I could have clicked Spanish directly right here, and it narrows down. It only shows me organizations that are equipped to service my patient in Spanish. But there's other languages right here and dialects. So I can say, for example, I'm looking for Tagalog. And there we go. So I can just start typing it, and then there you go, this search. Now, for example, it's remembered, it's showing me organizations that can service me in Spanish or Tagalog. Just like that, you can also narrow down by, for example, community serve. Maybe I'm looking for resources specific for seniors and so on. So I can narrow down the results and find the result that's just right for me. And right here, we're going to remind you all the filters that you applied. If I get too specific, I may start getting less and less options right here. So you can always say, you know, let me just get rid of Tagalog and look for resources in Spanish for seniors. Just a quick reminder that our entire site is also available in Spanish. So right now it's available in English and Spanish, and we will have new languages coming soon. To access the service in Spanish, you just come here to the upper right, click on Español, and everything will be translated without navigating away, so you don't have to start from scratch. You can also come here to settings and decide that your account will be in Spanish all the time. So you have the options to have your entire experience in Wondery always be in Spanish, or to go back and forward as you see fit. All right, now that I've shown you how to search and filter, I'm going to show you how to create your own collections. For that, I'm going to show you, we're going to go back to how an opportunity looks like. So here it is. Like I was showing you before, we're going to give you all the relevant information, what the service is, the organization. We're going to give you a quick introduction to it. The time is going to be up here. I'm going to tell you what communities they serve, and any other prerequisites that they may have are going to pop up right here. And then this is my favorite thing. If you see that this is a resource you or your patient or your client would need to access, the next step is going to be super clear. What to do next. You don't have to read a paragraph or make a phone call or research anything. We'll tell you what to do next. So in this case, visit the food pantry on Monday. It could be call this number, email this person. It's very straightforward. Down here, we'll give you all of the information that you may need. Here's the email, here's the phone number. You can even click on get directions and tell your client what bus to get on to get there. So now let's say I love this opportunity. I want to save it. I want to see it again. So I can start taking advantage of those folders or what we call collections. So I click here on save, and then I'll have 2 options. I can save it into my bookmarks. My bookmark, it's like a default folder. I click on this heart right here, done. And now it's going to be right here on my right in this left panel. That is, I don't know if you noticed, but this left panel always stays the same, this blue panel on the left. So under my bookmarks, there you go, get free groceries. So now I can navigate away, I can log out, go on with my life, come back from 3 months from now, and it's always going to be right here on my bookmarks, get free groceries. So I didn't have to search and filter again. We know all nonprofit professionals are super busy, so we want to make sure you make the most out of your time so you can spend it with your clients. So there you go. You don't have to have any extra time searching. So the next step is I saved it into my bookmarks, but maybe I want to create a very specific resource guide about food options near Boyle Heights, for example. So I can click on Save again and create a collection from scratch. Maybe I can search on my existing collections, for example, childcare near clinic, or resources for pregnant women in Boyle Heights, or free groceries galore, and so on. But if it doesn't fit any of my existing collections, I can click on Create New Collection. I need to re-put my password just for security here at 1 Degree. Not even we know our own passwords, so I have to use this little tool here. Which now I can say I'm making a resource for free food, a collection for free food near Boyle Heights. I can put the relevant zip code. I'm sure this is not the right zip code for Boyle Heights. Excuse. Oh, I'm new to LA, so pardon my lack of zip code knowledge. I'm sorry, I accidentally exited. So let me do food in Boyle Heights. Now, the great thing about collections is that I can use them as a great tool for collaboration and for sharing information with my community. So let's say I said the zip code was 022. And then I can say, if this is public for anyone that may be looking for food in Boyle Heights can find this. Or I can say, this is a tool just for me and my team. Right now it says 1 Degree because I work at 1 Degree, but it could say, I don't know, YMCA if I worked at the YMCA. Or I can decide to make this a private collection just for me to see while I build it, or just say it as a private. When I click create it as a private collection, which is what I'm going to do that now, I can use this also as a team collaboration tool. So you can always start adding more resources to this collection by clicking on that heart and picking this collection right here. You can click on Manage Collaborators right here to say, I'm going to invite my colleague Aziza that you met as an editor because she's my go-to person. She always knows resources in Boyle Heights. You know how we always have our different colleagues that are go-to people for different type of resources? So let's say Aziza is my go-to person for food resources. So I add her, I send her an invitation, and now she'll be able to edit and add resources to my collection. We can also start adding people as viewer. I can say, the rest of my team, let's say Audrey at 1 Degree, can see this, and I can make this even a tool for onboarding my staff. I say, okay, all of you work with patients, all of you need to do referrals. I'm going to give you my list of pre-approved resources. So I can always add people as viewers. I can also decide that my team is ready to see everything. So I can come here, close this, go to edit page, and come here and say, now the collection is ready. I want everyone in my team to see it. So I change it to 1 Degree. And at some point, I may decide that everyone should see it. I click on public. You can share every resource on 1 Degree. I can share this entire collection via email or text message. And I could have also shared just an individual opportunity. If I want to share this super quickly via email, text message, Facebook, or simply copy the link. This is a very quick introduction to all of these features. So I'm hoping that you come back and explore everything by yourself. And if you have any questions at any point, you can always come here and chat with us. During business hours, we'll reply right away. We can have a conversation. You can also leave us a message here if it's after hours, and we'll get back to you via email. So start brainstorming how you can take advantage of this. Okay, now I've shown you how to search. I show you how to filter, how to save your favorites, and how to build your collections. Now I'm going to give you a super quick introduction on what we call 1 degree referrals. It's our new tool to close the loop of care, because we've been working with thousands of nonprofit professionals here in the Bay Area, and they were telling us that they were super excited about finding a bunch of resources, but they never knew what happened after. So it's very hard to keep track of your client's progress. You send them to a bunch of resources, but were they able to go? Were they not? It takes a lot of work to follow up. So we wanted to do that easier and faster. So we team up with some great pro members. We call pro members all the nonprofit professional members, to get their feedback and say what would the perfect tool look like for you to track your client's progress. And that's how we create 1 degree referrals. To use it, you start by coming into this left panel right here, and you click on My Clients. All of these are fictitious names for examples. And I can see, for example, I had a client named Libby Bookman. And here you see I refer her to all of these resources on June 19, and she's still in progress. If she calls me and tells me that she actually was able to get this, I can come here and update and see, did she access yet? Yes or no, and so on. Let me show you how it's done. I'm going to show you very quickly, just like a sneak peek, because we have specific webinars just about referrals. So this is kind of like a sneak peek for you to get an idea about it. So the way that you can do it is you go into any of your clients, for example, Libby again, or you can add a new client from scratch. Quick tip, you can click Español and work. If I could not speak any Spanish, for example, but still work with someone who only speaks Spanish, like, I don't know, Nora Perez, I'm making a name up. So she's my patient, her name's Nora@gmail. And then any referral that I make for her is going to arrive to her in Spanish, and even though I selected them in English. So it's a way to bridge that language gap. So I can, if she tells me that she needs, for example, job training and childcare, I can come here and start searching. There's 2 ways. I can start searching, or I can click here on Create Referral and then start searching. So I can come here and we said job training. So let's go to employment, finding work, maybe I see all. And the idea is that now you can use all the tools that I show you to search and to narrow down. You can use the keyword search. You can use this drop-down search. You can even go to a collection and you can look for this little icon right here to start referring. So for example, I'm picking this one, I'm picking this one. Maybe I need to read more about this opportunity. And then from here, I look for the arrow refer. Perfect. I could also go into one of my collections right here on the left. She needs a support group. So I happen to have a collection about support groups. I come here and say, oh, this will be great for her. And then I can come here, click done. All of those resources were right there like a shopping bag. And now I can see no new referral for Nora. Perfect. I have all the referrals that I created for her. I can write my own notes to personalize my care and say, this is a great program if you are interested in support in jobs. Great, perfect. If I happen to know someone at the Vanguard Center, I can here click on Add Recipient and send her the information. So let's say I have a friend there named Julia at Vanguard.org. Her name is Julia Perez also. And I can just submit this. And then she will get a note that says that I am referring my client, Libby Bookman, to her. I think we did Nora Perez to her. But this step is completely optional. I can leave it off if I don't know anyone. I can revise it. Oh, maybe she doesn't need the legal assistant right now. Delete. And then once I'm ready, I click submit. And then this is the great thing. We can send this information to Nora in whatever medium she feels more comfortable. If she's comfortable with email and the internet, I can send her to her via email. I can send her the information via text message if I have her phone number. So I'm going to put a phone number right there. And then I can also, if she's not comfortable with technology at all, I can create a printed checklist plan for her. So I'm going to click, I can decide to do all three or a combination. I invite you to join us for a 1 Degree Referrals webinar to learn more the details and see how this looks like from your client's point of view. But I'm going to show you very quickly in this example how it looks like if we do the printed version. So what 1 Degree is going to do is create a PDF with all of the information I included on the referrals. And I can save it on my computer and then print it for them. Save, perfect. There we go. You can see here, La lista de quehaceres de Nora, because I said that I selected to have it be in Spanish, remember? So if I had picked English, this will all be in English. So she has a checklist of every opportunity with the what to do next step. And then each page is going to have all of the information on each opportunity and organization. Where to go, what's their phone number, and what to do next. This is the what to do next step, qué hacer a continuación. And then Natalia says, this is a great program, so if you are interested in support jobs. So as you can see, I can also put any instructions that I see fit right here. This is the best. This is a great way to give the plan to your clients. But this great thing about the system is that you also get a way to keep track of their progress. So there's 3 ways. If they got this online and create a 1 Degree account, they'll be able to see their own plans like so. Like they will be able to click on my plan on their side. So this is an example of if I was a client or a patient and someone referred me. This is how it would look like. Get free groceries. And then I myself from here can say, oh, okay, let me update. I actually came here, went there, and it was great. And I have the option to tell 1 Degree and my supporter about my experience and leave a rating. And I can also share this with my friends and family if I wish. And now the person who referred me, my social worker or case manager, family advocate, will be able to see, oh, Natalia actually accessed this service. If I had selected to send the information via text message, I would, my client, my patient would have gotten a text message and with all the information to access the resource, and they could say, oh, I already accessed it, this worked for me, so do this exact process right here on the phone via my text messages. I invite you to come back and join us into one of our 1 Degree Referrals webinars, because it's really exciting to see these examples in action. Just so you see more or less how this would look. I have a couple examples here. You can keep track of things that you've referred your clients to in the past. For example, here with Tester Mac Test, I can see that in March, I made a couple of referrals right here, and then again in June. So I can keep track of everything that I've been working with my client on. We also have a tool called Assessments that you can always do. You click here, and you can do a questionnaire with your client or patient to walk them through questions to see if they're at risk of diabetes, depression, food insecurity, or housing insecurity. And then based on the results, we are going to suggest you some resources you can refer them to. So this is yet another tool that you have to better serve your clients. We're about to run out of time, so I'm going to switch back so we can do our quick round of questions. So let me go back 1 second. Live events. Here we are. All right. Hello. Aziza, do we have any questions?
Yeah, so we have one question, and it's, can I make an account on behalf of other individuals and clients?
Great question. So when you make a referral, you can, and you select the email option, they're going to be invited to join One Degree and create their own accounts. You can also always log out of your own account if you're sitting with a patient and quickly walk them through the process. They only need an email account or a phone number. So all of our patients and clients that don't have email access, but they have a phone, can sign up just with their cell phone number. But we encourage you to help your clients to do that, but always let them set their own passwords just to protect their privacy. And super quick, this is a good time to say One Degree is HIPAA compliant. That means the same level of security that hospitals have with patient information. All right, we're in the last seconds. Do we have any other questions, Aziza? That was it. That was all our questions. Well, if you come up with any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. My email is natalia@onedegree.org. If you come up with any questions, ideas, if you want to request a demo or training for your staff, just let us know. And we're looking forward to see you take advantage of One Degree to further impact your community. Thank you so much for stopping by, and welcome to the family, Los Angeles. Thank you. Bye.